Amanda, I want to play a game.
Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be my spoiler-free review of No Way Up. Now, I usually do my reviews with spoilers, but because I saw this film on an early screener, I am not allowed to say any spoilers, hence this is going to be a spoiler-free review. That is not my usual, but I have to. Now, if you look this film, it's going to say that this is a thriller or mystery film instead of being horror, but I still wanted to talk about it because I feel that even if it's not 100% horror, maybe you guys will be interested in it. And because this is a spoiler-free review, I don't have a disclaimer, so let's get into the video. Now, No Way Up follows characters from different backgrounds that are thrown together when the plane they're traveling on crashes into the Pacific Ocean. A nightmare fight for survival ensues with the air supply running out and dangers creeping in from all sides. And because I cannot say any spoilers, this is going to be a very quick summary. Essentially, we have the introduction of the protagonist, that she is called Ava and she is the daughter of a governor. This detail may seem, it doesn't matter, but it actually does for the plot. So she's going on a trip with some of her friends and also her bodyguard, and we have the introduction of the other characters that are going to be in the plane, and of course that they will be the survivors. So when the plane crashes, they end on a hill kinda, so they have the first half of the plane is completely submerged into water because it has a hole, and the back of the plane is not into the water yet, meaning that they can stay there waiting for the help. Now, like I said, the protagonist, she is the daughter of a governor, meaning that the help is going to be on their way because of who she is. And essentially that is the film. They're going to realize that there is a shark that is close to them and that is going to be a dangerous way out because of how deep they are into the ocean. They try to swim out. Not only they have the shark, but also if they try swimming, most likely they will get drowned because they're not going to be able to swim fast enough to get to the surface and get out alive. And of course, because I cannot say any spoilers, I cannot tell you the ending, but that's essentially the film. Now, I saw this film back in January 29, but this film is available now today, February 16, on theaters and also on video on demand. Now, the film is 1 hour and 40 something minutes, and the things that I like it, first, the title sequence and the opening, it kind of remind me a little bit to Jaws because it was kind of on the ocean and a little bit of the point of view of the shark, because of course it's not hidden the fact that they're going to be encountering a shark when they are on the ocean, and also the music that it was paired with the scenes and the sequence, it made it interesting for me. It gave me a tense atmosphere that I was like, this may be a little bit better than I'm expecting. And the second thing that I liked it was the fact that when they are inside of the plane, it looked pretty realistic. I definitely felt that they were on a plane on the bottom of the ocean. But given that, this film, unfortunately, it was a miss for me. Now, starting off with the plot is pretty generic. Once again, the fact that the protagonist is the daughter of a politician, of course, it will make sense that the help is coming quicker than from other people. We know that because it happens. So I wasn't surprised or saw it as unrealistic, the fact that the help came way sooner. But you're probably thinking, but you're giving a spoiler that they're safe. No, I'm saying that the help was on their way. I never said that they reached them or that they were successful, only that the help was called way quicker than in other films that are similar. Now, the second thing, and probably the worst part, is the script and the acting. The script is far from being good, and also the way that the characters are written. There was a specific character that was very, very annoying, and I don't know if that was the purpose of the character because he was so damn rude, or if they were just trying to make it funny because he is a boy in college, but it was hard to stand. And the acting, because sometimes you have a bad script, but the actors, they do a pretty good job, so you can pass that and they can make this film a little bit better. But here, sadly, that doesn't happen either. They go from being like not giving nothing in terms of emotions to trying to be so hysterical and over exaggerated. So we don't have a middle ground here. And they definitely could have worked it way better. Because once again, sometimes the script is bad, but you can do a pretty good work. Here, that didn't happen. Of course, the CGI, it's bad. The shark, of course, I am not expecting the shark to be real, of course not, but I have seen other films about sharks that they look more real, and in this case, it didn't look real at all. And also, I was expecting more gore from a film that is about a shark. The amount of blood that had was very little. Of course, I understand if the film didn't have the budget for it, but I think that if you're doing a film about a killing shark, the blood needs to be there. I'm not saying that they needed to cover the whole plane in blood, but they could have used a little bit more. But a positive aspect was that although they were little, but those few moments that we had gore and FX makeup, it looked pretty good. But I was expecting way more. Now, the film is predictable. Films, they usually end with all of them surviving, none of them surviving, or only the protagonist surviving. And at first I thought that was going to be one of those three, but it ended up being another one from these options, meaning that the ending is not groundbreaking either, because you kind of see it coming, and when we are reaching the end of the film, you kind of know what is going to happen. There's a little bit moment where they make you doubt about the direction of the film, but it's way too predictable. But even when it's predictable, I felt that the film was way too slow. Something that is pretty common is that when you do a film that you have to be on the same spot for over an hour, you need to manage that in order to keep the audience engaged. And in the case here, I understand, of course, that they are in the middle of the ocean. There's not a lot to do, but it feels like nothing really happens on the middle of the film. We have, of course, the beginning and the plane crash and all those, we'll say, first 30 minutes. And we didn't get into more action until almost the end. And there's that middle part that it feels way too slow and it becomes a little bit boring. And with the fact that the film is a little bit predictable, this probably is going to make people wanting to leave the theater or maybe stop watching the film. But when I reached the ending, I wasn't pissed, because sometimes you watch films and the ending is the worst and you're gonna get mad that you waste your time. But I didn't felt that I wasted my whole time, because I didn't dislike the ending, being completely honest. But on a general note, I did not like this film. Would I rewatch it? No. Would I recommend it? Maybe if you want to sit down and you want to give it a chance, if you are into this type of films, maybe you should sit down and watch it if this is what you're interested into. Because like I said, this is more of a thriller rather than horror, but maybe you like this type of films, so now you know that there's another shark film called No Way Up. Now, for me, this film, unfortunately, is a 1.5 out of 5 and a 4 out of 10. I was expecting a little bit more from it, but unfortunately, it wasn't what I was expecting. But with that, I end my review. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you are watching this film. Do you like shark films? Which one is your favorite? And with that, I don't have any else to say, so thank you once again for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!
Game over.